Alright guys, time to stop putting this off. I've done it for a little too long. But the reason for that would be that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not that good at the Great Cave Offensive. I like this one, I really do, but I'm really bad. I always lose track of the treasures, and I made a promise to myself, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get all the treasure. And here we are. Get the screwball, which is from Metroid. I think it's actually the screw attack. I don't know. I don't really play many Metroid games. There's too much exploration, and literally the whole problem with this section for me is that it's too much exploration. So if you think that I'm going to play a game that's based solely around exploring, then boy, you are myth taken. I can't do it. I simply can't. I'm really bad, I lose track, I want to do everything, but I don't remember where everything is, and it gets terrible and unfortunate, and it's my fault, I guess. You know what, give me a map, that's fine, but I still don't like it so much. Like, there's a Kirby game on, like, the Game Boy Advance, I think it's The Amazing Mirror or something like that, that's pretty much just a Metroid game, and I don't know, like, that's just not my style, because if I don't get every room, then why bother? It's a life that I have to live with. But we're not playing that. We're playing Super Star, which is very good. And all of this stuff about collecting treasure, it's optional. You don't have to get any of the treasures if you don't want to. No, you're not obligated to get any. So no, I think if you just want to play through this and not get anything, that's totally cool. If you want to get all of them, cool. If you just want to get one of them, who cares? Now, I don't like any section here where you fight Bonkers because you can get his hammer power up, and there are a couple sections later on that you need either the hammer power up or the stone power up. So I always get super nervous because I think, oh no, can I kill him? Should I get his body, or should I just break those blocks underneath him and let him fall? Well, I never know, because, like, I think, well, what if I need his hammer power? What if there's something I need to get? So I have to, like, memorize where the treasures are that need certain power-ups. I don't know. It's difficult, it's tricky, it's rough, but it's not so bad yet. Like, so far... Sorry, I'm getting really overtaken. There's just a lot of stuff that you can pick up, and you gotta be careful. You have to have the right power at the right time. Things like that. And sometimes the right power is a little too far away and you have to go backtrack, and that's kind of a pain. Like, it's not that fun. But that's the choice I made. And there's supposed to be two of those spiny guys that spawn, and only one of them showed up. I don't know why. Their name... Oh, they're Gordos. Sorry, not Spinies. And he's supposed to, like, be circling around the area, but... Because this little room is supposed to be nothing but an area for him to, like, kind of run around in, but... Whatever. And I forgot to show off, you can kind of do a little dash if you crouch down and hit the attack button. That's not exclusive to the beam power, it's just you can do it whenever, because who cares? You just do it, why not? You have fun. But, I don't know, there's so many treasures, dog. I don't know how to get them all. Like, there's probably, like, one... Oh, shoot, I knew it. Hold on, I gotta go back now, because there's a little section where I have to have a certain power-up. Not the beam power-up, thank you, Waddle-Doo. But, I'm gonna need the cutter power. I think that you can also maybe use... mirror? Maybe? I want to say you... No, I'm thinking of a different one, never mind. You can also use the ninja power-up if you've somehow managed to get it from here. I don't think you can unless you do the little mix and match power-up where you swallow two people with a power and then it kind of cycles through. And nothing is more 1990 than a bandana, so that's a appropriate amount of gold. But anyways, yeah, I can't show it off because I'm really awful at getting it to work. But if you swallow two enemies who would give you a power-up at the same time, it cycles through all the power-ups you can get, and you can stop it to get a random... Or you can stop it like a roulette to get a power-up that you want. It's not easy to do, but I mean, if you feasibly could have... And that jerk... You can't swallow him, but you kill him and you get your power back. I think that that guy is just a no-good thief, if you want my particular opinion. And I don't like to hurt feelings, but I think he's full of junk. But that's just me. Like, you know me, I'm an opinionated guy. Like, I think that whales are just too big. That's my problem with them, is they're all fat, and they just sit in the ocean thinking they're king of the world, but they're just big, tubby, fatty, fat whales. I hate them. What's even good is them? You blow them up, you get a bunch of meat out of them. That's the best thing you can do with whales. And you might think that I'm being rude or crude by saying that, but this man's name is Fatty Whale. Because he's a big fatso, and he's smoking a pipe. That's a bonus if you want a cardiac arrest, you big fatso! Alright, sorry, that was a little crude. That man is just... like, I don't know. And I'm a little lonely, so I want to have a ride on the trolley after a smooch. So I'll have Blade Knight chill with me. I kind of like... these segments are so completely meaningless, but I like them anyway, because they're just kind of... they're cute, I don't know. You don't even need to take the trolley, you can just fly through this little segment. But, why not? They're there. You can use them if you want, you don't have to. Just, that's one of the big perks of the Kirby series, I think, is just things that you don't need or aren't necessary, but they're cute and they're there anyway, so who cares? I don't know, I think they're fine. Cool, a dime, a whole 10 gold. But wait, keep going. Get the one up, and of course there's another treasure here. I like how we went from dime to glass slippers, like amazing, what was it, 120,000 gold or whatever. Like that's funny to me, because I know that's what they're going for. Alright, we can get the Maxim tomato if we want, you can save if you want, who cares? I don't need to save, I know where I'm going. But there's 3 doors down here you can go in. And I'm trying to remember the right one to start with. Is it the right one? Nope, this one's not right. Actually, if I'm not mistaken... water, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. No, you have to go in the left door, and that's how I remember it as a kid. You go left, middle, and right. And just to check, I want to say it's always 15, but after each little segment of the Great Cave Offensive, you should have 15 treasures? I think so, but you can. I'd like to check that to just make sure I didn't miss something. Because I mean, if I did, that'd be pretty embarrassing. I don't know. Like I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this and planning on. Oh well, I'll just miss one. That's no big deal. Like why go out of my way to get 59 out of 60? It's sort of a pain. And this is cool. Like if you're puffed up and kind of float through the water. I don't know why that works or if that's supposed to do anything, but it's cool, I guess. I like it. And that's kind of tricky to get. It's not a... I wouldn't say it's a beginner's trap or anything like that, but it's totally worth it to get a saucepan. What else are you gonna cook your spaghetti in, brother? Let me tell you, I know Kirby. He loves him some spaghetti. Destroy that bomb, but you shouldn't have, because look at this. You can't get through that wall. How could you get through that wall? It's impossible, right? This game has given you an impossible task. Or has it? Well, let me show you, total chumps, that there is an answer. Create this dumb partner. I'm sorry, partner, that's not nice. He's a good helper, I don't know why I'm being so crude. But get the crash power up, use it, and... voila. It's gonna hit that button for you. Now get this. What is it? Brass knuckles. Exactly what I think of when I think of the Kirby franchise. Now I'm gonna eat Blade Knight, because I will make better use of this sword than that moron did. Oh, I'm being so callous. And I don't know if you even really need to hit the switch, but I'm going to, because it's there. Like, what am I, some sort of chump? Of course I'm gonna hit a switch. Amber Rose. It's the name of both of my girlfriends in high school. I haven't had a girlfriend since because they weren't named after flowers or things that you can put dinosaurs in. I couldn't think of what amber was, so I had to lie. Okay, this door is weird, and it's in a room that's all windy. I don't really get it. But you get a fish fossil for 82.50, and you can also get a beast fossil for 24,220. This is just a bunch of jargon from biologists trying to make you feel guilty if you think fish are important, because no, beasts are more important than fish, you idiots, by a lot. Mathematically, a lot. So if you like fish, you're stupid, but if you like beasts, then you're cool. And this isn't really even a mini-boss, it's just Poppy Brothers Sr. And then everything slows down, like, really bad, and I have no idea why. I guess because they needed to have his corpse flying around. And nunchucks, and I apologize for you in the European regions. You should turn off this video and report yourself to the Federal Commissions of Crime. Because nunchucks are illegal, or something. Who cares? I don't know. Now, who's in the middle door? It's the stupid water segment I didn't want to go to. And I could have kept the sword, so I could have used the sword underwater instead of having these little waves to push. Because you can't get to that treasure chest yet. It's not like the sword would have helped me, but I mean, like, if I had the sword, I could have used it underwater instead of just moving water around. Splish splashing and playing in the bath. Like, it's a bunch of junk. So I just got bombs, and let me tell you, you know what doesn't work so hot underwater? That'd be bombs. They don't work so good, no sir. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's just get it grooving, get it moving. Do we go this way? Why, yes we do, because there's lots of food that we can eat. And Kirby, I don't know if you've noticed, he's a bit of a glutton. And the man enjoys himself some poached eggs and treasure chests with a bucket that, if you would believe me, it's got an M on it, you might have noticed. And you're not gonna believe me unless you already know this. Which most of you probably do, because we're all a bunch of fat nerds here. I mean, let's not Whistle Dixie here. But, anyways, that bucket is actually a reference to a Japanese Mario game called Mario and Wario, where Wario dropped a bucket on Mario's head, and he used a little pixie monster to guide him around with the Super Nintendo mouse or something. And I want to say that I shouldn't have gone down this hallway. I wanted to check, though. I didn't want a missing treasure, and as it turns out, I just damaged myself and immediately cured it. So it was a waste of everyone's time, but I feel that it was totally worth it. But anyway, Mario and Wario, I want to say they might have shared, like, a producer or something with Kirby. I don't remember. I also don't really care, so, I mean, if you care, that's your problem, chump. So let's get on over here, break these, and of course, there's gotta be a treasure. If you introduce a trap, there's gotta be some treasure. And summertime, you can't have winter without summer, probably. I'm not a weatherman. But that's some good level design, though. They show you, like, how those rooms with the spikes and the little segments, or the little platforms to ride on work. And then immediately they put you in a room where there's a treasure based on your understanding of how they work. And get this. What is it? $100 coin! Must be one of them Sacagawea dollars they used to be giving me when I lost my tooth. No, I don't know. $100 coins. You know, there aren't that many of them anymore, so that's what makes it such a treasure. Personally, I blame, you know, Obama, but we're not here to talk shop about politics, and if I just stayed still, I wouldn't have jumped into that. By the way, that thing, I know it from Ancient Gem. I think it's from Phoenix Wright, but I know, like, it's from Japanese culture. That's just where I know it from. I don't know. Who really cares? Who should care? I know some Japanese thing, but I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. Down here, there's something, and I'm gonna ditch this so I can get a better power-up. It's gonna be fitting for the next treasure. I'm gonna get the wheel power-up. And I like it. You get to roll all around. You're not invincible or anything, but it feels like you are, but you're not. And pop up. Why? Because they get the Falcon helmet. It's not really that relevant because, you know, the Falcon, the F-Zero things, like the F-Zero racers, I don't think have wheels. They just kind of fly on the ground. You know, like, I don't know, if I was using the jet power-up, maybe it'd be a little more accurate, but I guess not. And there's something cool about the wheel, is if your partner's the wheel, you can ride on him, and you can hop indefinitely and ride around, and go up and down Hold on. Oh, that was... I have to be a jerk about it. But no, like, look at this. He'll go up and down the ladder, and he looks ridiculous. I can't, like, it looks like there's a little face above the tire. It's so weird to me. Like, you're on a little wheel unicycle, and you're going up and down stairs. Like, that's preposterous. I don't know why of everything in this game I look at that and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But now I'm a wheel on top of a wheel that's a pair of wheels. At least that's how I feel like it'd work. I mean, like, I don't know, there aren't wheels in real life, so I think that this is how wheels would work, but don't even think about taking my buddy. I'm sorry, we're just wasting time now. I apologize. But I'm not going to get the wheel power up again, because I need to use something different to get that bomb block broken, because I don't think that the wheel can break that. It certainly doesn't seem like it's able to, since I think all the wheel can do is just kind of, you know, roll back and forth. And that's kind of a bummer. Like, that's not a very inventive power-up, I guess. I guess that's when I was a kid, I thought that was like some kind of candy, but I think it's supposed to be a missile that didn't go off or something. I don't know. I don't think it'd be that safe to carry around, but, you know, I'm not a fat little pink monster, so what do I know? No, I don't know. The wheel power-up's okay. It's just not that interesting. I think it could be significantly better. Well, I don't know. I guess it could be worse, too. It could give you... It could be the copy power-up, which stinks, and I don't really think has any purpose being in this game, since Kirby himself is a copy power. But anyways, we're gonna use the wheel and kind of cheese through that section. Except we won't, because those spikes still stop you. Whoops. I don't know why I thought the wheel was gonna be so helpful, because it really wasn't. But it was worth it to get. Something amazing, I'm sure. Actually, pretty cool, the truth mirror. I don't know what it does. Maybe it actually convinces people to tell the truth, or maybe it's just a mirror that looks really sharp. Now, we're only missing one treasure. What could it possibly be? I don't know. We're gonna go through the door anyway. Uh-oh. Are we still missing something? I don't know. Don't worry about it for now. Because we got the fighter power-up. That's a good start. Because we're about to fight another boss. And it's actually a boss that I like a lot. I had a lot of fun with. I have a lot of fun with now, but when I was a kid, I had a hard time with this. I also didn't know that you could block with the shoulder buttons, so... And by the way, it's a waste of time. Don't do what I was just doing there, because I haven't figured out how to fight this boss properly yet, but I'll show you in a second how you're supposed to actually do it if you have fighter power. By the way, actually, you know what? Don't use fighter power, because it sucks in this boss fight. It's pretty bad. And the RPG... This is a little RPG section, and I think it's kind of funny. It's enjoyable, but... Instead of, like, doing the rapid-fire punches, just do the strong punch where you, like, hold over and then hit. And then it also, you might notice that it's offering you the chance to change your powers, which is really helpful, like, if you don't... See, I don't know why I'm testing out, like, how much damage these opponents take, and when it says the opponent retreats, that means that they're defending themselves and your attacks do significantly less damage. But we're almost about done. The witch casts a fire spell, which won't damage you if you're guarding. And one hard hit knocks the witch all the way to the Stone Age. And this is fun. You get 250 experience points. You get 2 humor points, and boy, I could use a lot more than those. Beauty points, I'm doing fine there. Courage points. Fever points. And 2 love points. That's funny. Like... I mean, like, maybe if you're in Japan and you're actually playing RPGs, at the time, I don't know like how many kids in America were really playing RPGs, but I don't know. That's funny to me. I think that's cute. It's funny in hindsight, but I mean back then I was probably like, "What do those points do, Mom? Why can I use my fever point?" When I was little, I was a little goblin monster. I don't know who knew that, but I don't know. You know what? Maybe we're not actually missing any treasure. So regardless, forget all about that because we're done for the day. Hopefully, I didn't actually miss something. Let me know in the comments if I did, and then I'll start crying. Have a good night, everybody.